It's been nearly 5 years since we first heard this sound. This was the original announcement trailer for the highly ambitious sandbox game that took the world by storm, and man, has it been a crazy ride.
New trailer for a video game just dropped.
Hytale.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
And I right away saw that we had something special.
Minecraft 2 exposed.
Welcome back to Quebec Corner.
And then entering into a partnership with Riot just eventually logically made sense.
Hytale is a Minecraft knockoff? No! What is going on with Hytale?
Moving into halfway through 2024, the Hytale team has been ramping up production more and more this past year. Engine progress is on track. Building a high-performance block game engine is no small feat, and the team has been killing it to stay on target. This is a quote directly from John Hendricks, the lead game director for Hytale, who posted back in May. Fast forward a few weeks, John went back to X to give another progress update. Busy times, mid-year milestone for the game, and our team reviews back to back. That's what it takes for a healthy project and a healthy team, so not complaining. It's always nice to hear John's vision for the game and his transparency, but it's also fantastic to see firsthand insight from a fellow content creator, Quebec Corner, who had a pleasure to meet with the Hytale team, dropping one of the biggest Hytale updates we've gotten in years. Before we dive into Quebec's video, just wanted to give a huge shout out to him for making this video and showing you guys. Please go ahead and watch his video for yourself as he goes into crazy detail about what he remembers during his visit. The link will be in the description below. Also, would love to mention how awesome it is to see the Hytale team directly supporting their creators. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into the breakdown of what he saw. He first starts off describing how he got invited to Riot Games HQ in Dublin to meet the Hytale team in person, and he was surprised with new information about the game's online social aspects, universe lore, and a few minutes of brand new game footage. Casey also gave a presentation about the importance of Hytale and its community to the Riot team. During the visit, Casey met various team members and got a surprise presentation from the team, showcasing a 4-minute video of gameplay footage from their first external playtest from a few years back. The footage featured character customization, combat on a floating island with ruined castle structures, and various weapons and gadgets. The gameplay included training exercises, PvP battles, and team deathmatches, showing both polished and placeholder elements, indicating the game's work-in-progress status. In the next part of the visit, Casey observed more details about the weapons, spells, and movement in Hytale. During the 4-minute gameplay clip, he was able to see players using a rudimentary fire spell strategically, healing spells to assist teammates, and various traps like root and spiderweb traps to slow down enemies. The players were having fun, experimenting with abilities like dashing, which allowed for creative movement, and evasion in combat. The gameplay video showcased players in different locations, including a training ground and castle ruins, engaging in complex combat and teamwork. Players were strategizing, making callouts, and creating their own classes on the spot, such as healers and tanks. They couldn't pick up or drop items in the game mode, but could customize their loadouts in a box above the map. The team then revealed the lore behind Hytale's universe, describing it as a boundless imaginative realm called the Creative Cosmos, made up of sentiment, raw, prismatic energy. This energy seeks out players, known as avatars, to be shaped into various creations. The adventure mode is set on one of these worlds called Orbis, created by an avatar named Gaia. The Creative Cosmos connects all avatars through a central hub, which we know from a previous blog post as the capital, a giant floating island formed from prismatic energy. There are these iridescent blocks, which change color when viewed from different angles, are integral to the structure of the capital. They form a pathway or border that remains constant, helping players navigate through the ever-changing landscape. The blocks are arranged in a circle with a hypixel H at the center, marking a significant area of the capital. The capital features a giant portal, possibly connecting to other spaces or other player worlds, enhancing its role as a central hub for social interaction, competition, and adventure. The capital is likened to a festival or convention, always bustling with events and activities, reflecting the dynamic and evolving nature of the game. Next, Casey then saw another video showing the capital from a player's perspective. An animated wave of glowing energy transformed the textures of the blocks and buildings, illustrating the capital's ability to change based on players' enthusiasm and actions. This visual transformation highlights the team's commitment to making the game feel alive and responsive to player activity. Chris, the narrative lead for Hytale, wrapped up the presentation, and a previous community member, now Hytale staff, Pebble, took over to discuss the team's rigorous quality assurance process. Every model, animation, and idea goes through 4 levels of quality checks, ensuring consistency and distinctive Hytale feel. This process was exemplified by the overhaul of the Scarrick faction from Zone 2, which had previously seemed underwhelming. As Quebec describes it, the Scarrick faction's nests were shown as a basic concept art, then developed into detailed environments with spindly walkways, twisting caves, and eerie blue goo. The nest's interiors evolved from sketches to colored key art, and finally to in-game structures, showcasing the transformation from concept to completion. The Scarrick faction itself received a significant upgrade. The team showcased a new tanky Scarrick model with shield-like arms and sharp pincers. This new design, fully animated and textured, gave the Scarrick a more formidable and realistic appearance, emphasizing their intelligence and complexity as a species. This revamp aimed to align the Scarrick's in-game presence with their lore, portraying them as a multifaceted and advanced faction capable of enslaving others. Pebble, who initially disliked the Scarricks, praised the revamp, highlighting the team's dedication to enhancing every aspect of the game. This process ensures that all assets meet high standards, creating a cohesive and immersive experience for players. Pebble's first major challenge when joining the Hytale team was to significantly improve the Scarrick faction. He aimed to enhance them through new concept art and by rigorously applying the team's quality levels to give the Scarricks more personality and intelligence. Even at an early quality level, the animations for Scarricks, particularly the pincer Scarrick, demonstrated their newfound complexity. These creatures now appeared to be living, thinking insects with specific behaviors and strategies, making them far more intimidating and unpredictable for players. The Scarricks exhibited new movements such as scorpion-like stances when sensing danger and side-to-side motions to ward off attackers. This enhanced behavior aligned them more closely with their lore, showcasing their intelligence and multifaceted nature. Pebble then showcased various new Scarrick creatures, starting with more standard Scarricks that had been updated with vibrant neon blue accents, particularly on their wings and tails. The presentation then moved to 3 new things: gigantic Scarrick variations. These towering beasts resembled evolved forms of the previous Scarricks, akin to the 3rd stage Pokemon evolutions. The first was a redesign of the Scarrick tank, featuring a broader and taller shielded head, 4 legs, and a large shielded limbs. It had a darker blue underside and glowing blue eyes, emphasizing its upgraded aesthetic. The second Scarrick was even taller and thinner, with 4 legs and multiple tentacle-like appendages. It had a segmented body and antenna tipped with blue, possibly indicating the use of wind magic for communication. This Scarrick resembled a centaur, with sensory structures that could even detect vibrations or movement. The third Scarrick was the largest, featuring defined claws and an emperor-like headpiece, surrounded by blue wings. This massive creature dwarfed the broodmother, looking like an alien queen. The blue structures around their heads, initially thought to be wings, were actually specialized organs, called tympanal organs, used for detecting sound or vibrations, making the Scarrick nest more challenging for players to navigate stealthily. All the new Scarricks had glowing blue eyes and bodies covered in symmetrical blue dots, potentially used for hunting in the dark. The sight of these glowing dots in the shadows, followed by a giant Scarrick emerging, created a terrifying experience for players. These Scarricks were estimated to be 2 or 3 times taller than a player, guarding important areas or deep within large hives, and demonstrated the increased complexity and intelligence of the species. This level of upgrade has been applied across all factions in Adventure Mode, from Quebecs and Chorks to Farrens and Outlanders. The team limited the amount of information shared to avoid spoiling future reveals. They reassured that more details would be released soon, showcasing the new engine and gameplay improvements. The ongoing playtest indicates significant progress, hinting at a closer look at the new engine in the near future. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps the channel out. This has been Ani. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.